People deluded. Quick one. Now, I wouldn't say it's a wasted season for Bielik. I mean, under Lee Bowyer at Charlton, he's going through a lot and he's having a lot of good moments. A good moment probably be when a fan injured him running onto the pitch, but he's had some good games. He's scored goals, a goal, and things like that. He's been part of some dramatic moments. In short, he's going from strength to strength. He's getting more experience. That's the main thing. Still needs to learn balance, which I've been saying for the last 2 years, and Lee Bowyer's echoed in the sense of finding balance. We know he likes to play football, bring it out from the back, but it's finding balance, when to do that, when not to, when to just be keeping it simple. And he's still playing like someone who's at under 23 level, being able to dribble past people. We know he's got, in terms of playing central, I think for a number of reasons he could be of use to the squad. He's getting on in regards with age, and he needs to make a decision as to whether he wants to keep going out on loan or set up roots somewhere else. But I think he's got a lot. When you look at the modern day centre half, they have to be able to play out from the back. He can do that. He's just very skilled with carrying it from the back. If you're Unai Emery and you're looking at players that are multifunctional, whether that's squad players or giving you something, there's him. He can play centre half, so that makes him eligible. Obviously, I don't think he'd get in at this moment in time, but he could be eligible to start at centre half. Well, we've been Wolf, we could probably play, but what I mean is that if you're in Emery, you're probably looking at Koscielny, Mustafi, Holding, Chambers before Bielik, sadly. But he can play in the back four, he can play in the back three, he can play in midfield, and he can play in defence. So that gives you a lot of options in terms of systems. He can play in midfield, and you'd think one of his strengths is recovering the ball, breaking down play sort of thing. Excluding Torreira, who else can really do that in our team? So possibly Torreira could be rested and Bielik thrown in. I'm just giving examples. Or there could be games you start both of them where we need to work harder than the other team. Or we can shut out games with another man, like that sort of thing. So there's a lot of use for him. He's going from strength to strength, like I said. And for me, if I was him, I'd probably consider leaving if they say I have to go out on loan again, and without the promise of a real crack at having to go at Arsenal, because he's been here from anything from 16 to 18, I can't remember now. Club had high hopes for him. The person who told me that actually isn't connected with the club anymore, but you'd like to think so. And he said he didn't speak with Unai Emery, he went straight out on loan. It's a new manager, so who knows if he rates him or not. We know Unai Emery favours more experienced individuals, and we also know, if I'm honest, we should bring in another centre half. But so yeah, I like Bielik, but a part of me, I'm also thinking is that, did we possibly miss a trick, possibly not sending him out to Germany on loan? Because if I'm Bielik, if I'm Unai Emery, even if you like Bielik, the one thing he probably has going against him is that, shout out to the Championship, because he did his thing at Birmingham before he came back. And he's doing his thing at Charlton. But Championship League One is a completely different ballgame from the Prem. He's getting experience, but people might look at it funny. So I think, did we miss a trick, considering Reece Nelson went out to Hoffenheim? In hindsight, Emil Smith-Rowe's gone as well. We know Eddie Nketiah's move to Augsburg, was failed. And we've seen some other youngsters, Oxford gone to Augsburg, previously had a good time at Gladbach, Lookman in Leipzig. You've seen the examples in it, people. Surely someone at the club had to have suggested that we should have sent him to Germany. Or maybe in hindsight, surely people at the club are thinking what could have been. Because again, it hasn't been a disastrous loan at Charlton. But you've got to think, like, how much more experience could he have got playing against Bayern Munich, whether that's in midfield or defence, playing against Lewandowski and things like that. There's no disrespect to Charlton and Charlton's opposition and people in the league, but playing against Southend, he could have played against, he could play against Royce and Jadon Sancho and all them attacking talents at Dortmund. He could play against the many attackers at Munich. Obviously, you got guys like Werner at Leipzig as well, so he'd be a tricky customer. These sort of players, obviously he's being tested by centre-halves in the league he's in at the moment. Probably, I wouldn't say more so, but they're probably more street smart, seeing what they can get away with, the ref trying to physically intimidate him and mentally intimidate him sort of thing. But surely someone's got to have thought, did we miss a trick here? Because let's just say he is having a decent season, but let's just say he had a top-level season in Germany, played his football. Surely he would come back with more experience and confidence. Surely Unai Emery would be, and again, I'm just making examples, but surely Unai Emery would think, all right, cool, he's had a decent year in Germany. I want to see him do it in Germany again, but I'm starting to like him. Or, cool, is that what he was doing in the top flight football, yeah? All right, cool, you're in my squad for next season, versus which, and it still could happen regardless, but versus which is might likely to happen is, yeah, he had a good season at Charlton, but is it really the top level? Should he go out on loan again, sort of thing? Do you get it, people? I'm not too sure again, but surely the club missed the trick not sending Bielik out to Germany, in my opinion anyways, people. But I'm going to keep it moving, man. That's all I wanted to say. So people, deluded, stay safe, stay deluded. We're the best at this. I'm out.